Alright, so hello, welcome to the stream. Continuing where we left off last time with the body lean. The bad news is that no one does any kind of tutorial for body lean. So the good news is that trial and error worked. So essentially what I have now is that the body will kind of lean out and then move out. Bit more of a natural kind of bump there. That's kind of what we're looking for. So we're going to be continuing with the body lean. The actual in motion of this is that the body will first curve out in a way where you lean as a V shape, basically curving at the waist. Essentially this is the transform without, or it's more like the motion without the transform. Regardless, this has to work while everything else is in motion as well, so hopefully this doesn't come apart at any point. I might have to glue this down just to make sure it stays together. Alright, be it. Okay, how do we do this now? I need to twist the waist a bit more. The waist has been twisted a little bit here. Sure, under right left. Gotta twist it a little bit. At least where I can. This is a part where I might actually want this to be separate, but this should be, you know, this is like a lean out motion. Then I want to lean it a little bit this way. Actually, I want to lean it a lot this way. Almost want this part to straighten out. I have this bend primarily from the waist. This part should almost be moving forward, essentially. So this part needs to rotate around. to face the front. This has to come up to about where the hip will be now. I have to lean the body back a bit. I leaned it out a bit more aggressively. At the waist. Don't want to twist at the waist too much. I kind of want just to lean, which means oh boy. Oh, I need the neck as well. The neck and the head. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a twist at the waist, at the very least, but hello. Continuing to work on the lean functionality. I think I'm gonna increase the actual lean on both sides. So that there's a bit more emphasis on the curve at the waist. But the general problem that I had yesterday has been solved. There were no tutorials, but a little bit of trial and error has solved the issue. When it comes down to tutorials, unfortunately, at least based on what you can find, just searching in English because I wasn't too sure what the exact term was in Japanese. The only things people care about learning and teaching in the English community is head parts, arm waving, and boob swaying. And you'll get the occasional, what you call it, the ridiculous two-leg step, which is what I really want to avoid here. Really deciding of going like this is a good motion. Want to lean the body over, but I don't know if that's enough. Or it's from the right spot or not. Actually, in the end, that's not really how I want to lean it over. Okay, I'm just gonna try and do it manually. Oh yeah, as for the motion right now, we zoom in on the body around here. There's now a little bit of like a tilt motion before like swings the body out, which is kind of what I wanted. There's gonna need to be some adjustments to basically increase this on both fronts. The lean motion is very weak right now. That is because the scale has been turned down. Reset, magnification, yes. But I just need to slow this down because it's actually doing the right thing now where it's leaning over and then swinging the body out. I think I'm gonna have to do this whole part manually here where we start with the body. We're going to should I do this as a 2x3? What I kind of want is actually the body to lean out at the waist. And then righting yourself back up at the top. or like mostly righting yourself back up at the top, while being basically leaning directly over throughout. Which is not what I'm doing on the other side, actually. This is just leaning over. I think I'm going to change that to incorporate this kind of motion instead. And where we can with the waist, I'd like this to actually curve a little more. What's the mesh on here like? Oh yeah, that's not going to work. Gonna need to be a little bit thicker, like right on the spot. Or can I literally just jam this point in? I can kind of just jam this point in. I mean, this is also the underpiece, so honestly it doesn't matter all that much. You're not going to see this part. This is more like just a guide, the parts on top of it. The only problem doing this is like, how do I place the boobs? That'll bring this down a little bit. Because we're going to lose a little bit of height here based on all of our parts. Where we can, we're trying as much as possible to not change the perspective. So... let me just see how closely I can just jam this in. Obviously, the middle piece is going to have to adjust a little bit to fit this, but... let me just grab the neck and the head as well here. Not you. The head is gonna need some finer adjustments later, but the rest of the body does not. So, I rotate from here. I can't. That's a little annoying to work with when the head's so big. I need to tilt this part a little bit more. I'm definitely losing a lot of that line here. Imagine I can actually try and bump this out using the deform path tool. Kinda want to try that. So make... Indoor's also not supposed to be symmetrical on the two sides. Would I have to right the body at the rib cage if I'm doing it like this? So that it leans out completely from hip to waist and then pulls in. I feel like this is too much of a turn. I feel like that's what I actually want on the waists, but not at the shoulders. Actually, it's more like your neck can actually... Even with your body tilted, you can keep your neck straight going up. Maybe I'll just right the neck portion of the, of this. If I was to do that, then... what I need is the neck to go... And then for the head to go... That's not what I was trying to do. And then... does it actually give it more of a feel of like leaning outwards? Because even... you don't actually have to like lean over specifically. The human body actually tries quite hard to keep you completely upright. So if I want this part to be upright, especially you lean over, your neck will kind of stretch to accommodate this motion. I mean, the human neck is actually kind of wild, so this is actually perfectly fine. Alright, where's the body portion of this? So we want to lean this part of the body over. How visible will the body tilting on this side actually be? At most, I can do something like this. But the waist here, we keep the waist narrow. That's kind of about as far as we can go with that. And then this just has to go and kind of just connect here in the appropriate way. Just acting kind of mostly as a guide here for everything else. The concept is that the hip here is actually turning away from the camera. Which is why I had to be a little careful with some of these parts. Because we have the anchor leg that will end up about here. This is where the butt is. So the leg will be stretching out from over here. We don't really need to move this leg too much, because we'll be using this other leg, which is going to move back because the anchor is now back here, and just taking a step to basically carry the center of the body and the body weight. Then if the collar is hugging the top of the, or hugging the neck correctly, then you could actually see this bend inward slightly to suit the orientation of the head and not the body. Where's the back piece? Okay, I want to lean this out in the same way on the side where we want to more aggressively twist the waist so that the waist leans out but the rest does not. Or the shoulder is right back up. So we're gonna start with the body here, where we're going to more aggressively push out from the waist here. Then we're gonna try and kind of write it around the shoulder area a little bit, not that much. We use primarily the neck to kind of try and write the actual turn here. It's about close enough there. Not you. Where is... So we're gonna have a more aggressive lean out from the waist. Ideally where we can visibly see that the body's leaned over. Like so. I feel like this is going to cause problems down the line because I'm changing a lot of the way a lot of the parts are warping. Especially these parts, jeez. Kind of really just forcing this at this point. Then we'll grab the neck, essentially righting the neck. Then we grab the head and we adjust accordingly. I forgot the earphones are actually like kind of move because they're just stuck to the head and the head is completely separate from all the head XY. The headphones still aren't done. I'm kind of messing around with some of the parts, you know. Some parts might need to do some draw order changing in the keyforms, which I don't particularly like because it could get really messy because that's not locked behind the defaults. So changing them by accident is a very possible thing that could happen. Alright, let me just see what the heck's happening now if, even with the physics not fully set up, if I was to go like this. That's kind of what I need. It's still not really bumping out very far. The lean motion still isn't being very aggressive. I do need it to be a long duration, I just don't need it to be a big swing. I kind of want it to take a while, which is why I'm trying to increase the duration. To see if I can make it look heavy. Can I make it look heavier if I just add a second pendulum and just make it follow the second one instead? Particularly then it should require these... not really. It's doing what it kind of needs to, so that's fine. And technically, even with this on its own, this looks fine. I mean, the head's tilting right now, so it's like a little off from what we're looking at inside the editor. Because the head Z output is also being outputted. Actually lean the body out more. I'm not making full use of the waist here. Or at least what I kind of marked out as the waist. I mean, it'll work. Alright, now let's see if I can recreate the effects I need here. Okay, how do I do this again? Gonna see if I can skip some steps here. Based on what I need. Because if I can, that will speed this up considerably, and if it can't, it won't actually hurt too much. Alright, so basically the key is the waist here. Hmm. Um... Uh... Honestly, no, that didn't really work. Alright, fine, we'll do it the, slow way. Alright, we basically need to twist the body in the opposite way, where the shoulders and the hip go the opposite direction of the waist. Where the shoulder and the waist go towards the direction that we're trying to reach. And this has to work even if the body is turned, which is why I have to try and make these a little bit generic. And then I guess from there, it's probably better trying to work the shoulders. Or do I just directly work in... So in theory, these parts shouldn't be affected heavily by... That's not what I'm looking at. Close jacket. The top part should be largely unaffected by the twist. So in theory, you should be able to grab all the parts that belong to the top. And very specifically, just the top. How much I want to move this by? Maybe I should be a bit aggressive with this, that she just go like really far out. Reducing is easier than increasing, so just go ahead and just shift it really far out for now. Then we need to move the shoulders to match that. Where we bring the shoulder downwards. While also twisting at the hip, like so. Well, not the hip, the waist. Probably have this hang a bit more, shouldn't I? Even though this has been directed inwards. Then the hip will go one way, where this needs to go outwards. Also, she'll lose a little bit of height to this. Because this motion will very mildly collapse the body a little bit. Because you're basically bending in a V shape. I'm gonna bump the waist out a little bit here. My mesh definitely isn't thick enough, but this is also the underpiece, so we're gonna just live with that. Might have increased the side a little bit since I kind of went a little aggressive with the other side. You can already see that I'm being a little sloppy with the pieces that are underneath and can't be seen. That's right. The usual deal. But, regardless, what this should do. Is this still? It's not swinging to forward, is it? Yes, the lean motion is kind of weak. I wanted to have like a pretty fat swing, but not swing around, is what I needed to do. I need this to go whap and then just go whap like that. That's not what I need. I need it to go and quickly return to where it needs to go. That's closer to what I need. Wherever swings out, I'll actually like have a big swing. Can my pendulum just not be that long? There's just too much time for it to hang. This feels too swingy though, which is like the thing I don't like. And it swings over a little bit as well. You can kind of see what I'm trying to do at this point now. Just adds like a little bit of extra bump to the motion. You know, theoretically, if I add in the inward-outward lean, then I have to scrap this, I think. I don't know if I can make them work together. Don't know how realistic that is. This is going towards the waist on this side. While this is going towards the hip on this side. The waist is moving out while the hip is moving in. Don't really know how much I care about the skirt at this point. It's one of those points again. So we're moving this way while we're moving the waist this way. Losing a little bit of height in the process. Well, this is technically already over to begin with, so we're not going to worry too much about this going over the top. I'll also bring this down a little bit. Actually, no, this should be pulling upwards. Because we're pulling the hip up. A little bit to accommodate this movement. And then we're dropping this side of the hip a little bit. Oi. Not even moving that part. Why to grab that part? This whole thing almost needs to move inwards. Like how by default this sticks out. That's not great, but honestly gets the job done. I mean, I could reduce it to this, then that will more or less match this. It's like the default pose, the hip is emphasized so much on one side, it's kind of hard to kind of lose the height on one side. Yeah, the bump backward is a little strong right now. But the bump outwards I think is kind of what I'm looking for. Don't know why I spent that long trying to fight it to make it do that. Not even sit down. Okay, do I do the rest of the upper body or do I challenge the legs now? The legs have a lot of components that actually go with it, and part of it is actually the height of the body above it, so I might actually want to leave that for once the whole body part's done, because then I can just move everything together. That's one thing. Yeah, it's probably smarter. Alright, so that is essentially the skirt and the shirt leaning functionality. We'll now move on to the jacket portion above it. Directly above it and not the arms. Once I find it all again. So basically these parts. So basically all of these parts are just gonna have to follow the stuff below it. So it shouldn't be too bad. There's like a little bit of a break that I can see visibly on the shirt. Luckily it's not in the top half of the body where it's more important. Alright, but regardless, let us bring this down, bring this out. How much of this could just move without me morphing anything? So leans over, I should lose a bit of height. Actually no, only the upper body leaning. Actually, as long as the hip moves down as well, this has to move down a bit. And this can stay liberal while hanging, for the most part. This actually comes off quite a bit from the underneath, doesn't it? Kind of keep this bit where it flays out alive as much as possible as well. The bit on the waist, we're not really stretching or changing the perspective here, so this and the pocket should actually stay completely intact and just move with the bit on below it. Hum. Where's the lower part? Belt, lower edge. It does morph a little, whatever, we'll just morph it to a kind of match. It's not really that big of an issue. Okay, so that's kind of how one side of the jacket is now leaning down. Okay, also I haven't moved the shadow. I should probably move the shadow as well here. Where's the breast shadow? Oh boy. Have I hidden this somewhere? Where is this? What? Wait, what? Oh, that shadow. Not the shadow. Where's body? Is it this? The breast shadow? Yep, okay. Kinda just shift it along. It's a shadow. There's a limit to how much I can morph this thing. And then down here, we're also going to grab the shadow and just give this a shift along. Where does it sit? Like here. Then we're gonna get these BodyZ and go. Oh boy. What the fuck's happened here? Why is that Ben's out of control? Ben like a normal person, please. Thank you. Hum, 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 hum. About there, the accompanying shadow, kind of shifts it into place. Oh, the shadow's floating. Oh, funny. I need to do something about that. Shadow needs to hook onto not the hair, not the head parts, not behind here, not the actually some of the upper body, not the jacket front, not the shirt front, not the front, not this, not this. Jacket under, everything below that basically. So shirt under, not the neck parts, and let's just say skirt. Good enough. This side's actually turning towards the camera a little bit, so be a little bit generous with a little bit of stitching there. And then for the most part, this is just the body moving down with this. Go up a little bit, and then we're actually gonna just go a little bit as well, kind of suit the overall perspective. Actually, no, this should go a bit this way. Because it's actually going to be facing the camera a subtle bit more. Hum, hum, hum. Alright, then the belt, which is on the waist portion, which is actually being affected by the end of the waist here. Can I drop this a bit? Hurry up. That does look about right for the BL. I mean, it's like a little bit off. I just don't know if it's like a noticeable amount off that I should worry about as much. It's more like this in itself should hang a bit based on the perspective, where it should be a bit more like meh. So like just hanging with gravity a bit more here. Okay, let's not do it that way and just go meh. And just go like that and just say it's hanging a little bit more. Where's the pocket? Hum. I should bring this back a bit. This is definitely encroaching a lot on this side. You don't have the hip like way in there. Just bring this back out a bit. So that the jacket and the pocket aren't both just encroaching. The only problem with working in the shadows is that I can't actually see it very well. Unless I just turn it all the way up while I'm working on it, so it could just be this humongous block thing. Actually, isn't it currently a multiplayer layer? It's supposed to be a multiplayer layer. It is a multiplayer layer. Okay, well I don't know why it's not showing that clearly then. But that's not bad for just one side on the jacket. But this side is technically being held back by the hip, while this side is... The hip is moving around forward on this side. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, the mat just cracked weirdly. Oh, that was a bad sound. Alright, now to grab this back piece here. I think once I grab this back piece, then that's technically all the parts I have for this. Mostly in place. That looks about right. That is not quite about right. That looks about right. Close enough. Alright, let's just give this a quick peek. Well, I don't have the lean motion included yet, so it looks a little weird, but that's fine. Alright, do I do the lean motion for one side first, or do I just do the other side with the BodyZ? That doesn't look right. That look about right? Oh, close enough. Probably good enough to work with at least. Hmm. Oh, that's not right at all, is it? That's not right at all. You, and you. Okay, I need this to be out of the way for a moment. Let's get this out of the way so I can look at the thing behind it. No, this is like way off. Trying to be very meticulous here. Why are you bending in a really weird way? Please don't do that. That really frightens me a lot. Hum. This should be able to hang loose for the most part. And I don't have to worry as much about what's happening or with the hip and the waist here. Alright, and then this. Joe, get in there. I didn't just go bend this over pull this inwards as well by a lot. I don't know why I have like these. Just go like this. This is pretty much just free hanging, so I'm gonna twist this a little bit. Actually, I want this part to hug the waist, so we're actually turning this way, so I'm making the pocket lean out a lot more than it really needs to right now. After I change that. It should actually be turned to be facing more this way. Cause the hip is spinning around. So that isn't turning towards the camera at all. It should just be spinning around the axis. This bit's kind of dodgy. As much as that's very much out of the immediate attention zone. That's always a factor to think about. It's like it's not in the bit where anyone actually cares. Um. Looks about right. Oh. Kind of judging it fully using just this part. I think that's closer. Or is it? It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, honestly, it's kind of close enough to work with right now. It really should be about close enough. I should just stop fussing over it way too much. And just make sure that all the motions work together and then worry about it a bit more later. Alright, so, wow, I really half-assed the colors here, didn't I? Actually, no, those are two separate pieces, that's why. This is actually taking two pieces together because I had to separate them for layering purposes. Hold up, Just gonna hug the hip a little tightly. Yeah, this is fine. He hugs the hip a little tightly. You. This is where the side actually turns away from the camera because the hip is turning around the body. Oh. And then we grab the belt portions. Even though this pulls up a bit, this has to pull down more. The perspective is very mildly changing here, so actually I have to pay some attention to this. Alright, we'll leave that like that for now. Pocket. Oh, this could be a little interesting. Not you. Other pocket. You. So this is actually turning away from the body a little bit, so this actually needs to go a little thinner. I don't really have the parts required to really turn this, so we're gonna try it to avoid making it turn, but where we kinda can, at least. Well, I just try and keep it about the same, just... drop the height a little bit. Not as much as the other side. Because it's not the side the body's leaning down on top of. Looks about right. Sign of that's gonna be problematic or not, just leaving a pocket like that rather than having a twist around the body as much. The bottom shouldn't twist as much, especially the bit that's hanging from the jacket. And I really need to move the legs to actually get a good feel of how everything's supposed to go. Because it's a little bit jarring right now. Just a little bit. Alright, but anyways, that will be it for time today. Got the basic motion up to the jacket for the actual final output lean, and the shirt now, well, I haven't done the back collar piece of the jacket. Let's just do that real quick while I keep talking. And the shirt and skirt now fully incorporates the required leaning motion. The physics still needs some refinements, but the idea is in, essentially, and that's kind of the important bit right now, is that it's just in, and refining of the physics can happen later. But either way, still need to do the lean motion for the jacket, and then also do the arms after that. I'm not sure I really plan to do with the arms with the Z motion right now. I think I'm going to add some extra components to it to make it swing around a bit more. Or some extra response motions down the pendulum. I'll have to have a look at that. Because right now, at least the plan for the arms is that there's not going to be too much on the X. There's going to be the Y motion, which is, at this point, I guess you could consider standard, which will really only be on the left arm. And where's the rest of this? Where's the rest of this? I got the lower arm here. Where's the upper arm? Oh, here's the left arm. Where's the upper arm? Where is the upper arm? That should be behind a whole bunch of things. It's not at the body back part, is it? It's not. It shouldn't be. This is behind the back. There's part of body? No, it's not part of body. What the heck? Where did my arm go here? Oh, regardless. Let me just dig out the actual arm. Oh, here we go. So, I want to incorporate a little bit of hand motion into the Z motion here. Probably, curl. I'm gonna try and curl the fingers in on each joint in response to the Z motion, along with maybe a little bit of elbow and wrist motion. Whether I do that for both hands right now for the Z, because, or should I just do it to the Y? That's always a big question, where to put that kind of motion in. Obviously it's not going to be like real hand, like tracking motion, but it's going to be a little bit more than what I usually do. Because I have all the joints separated. Did I do any on this one? I can't actually remember. I think I did like a little bit here, right? Not really. Where do I still have... there's a lot of crap in here. Let me just see if I can dig out... I know in the previous model I was using, I included a bit of hand motion. I can't remember if I made it into the final version actually, but let me just see if I can dig it out. It should be this. Oh wow, it's opening another instance of Live2D. Why? Please don't do that. Oh, okay, well. I don't know why I opened up a second instance of this, but sure, why not? That wasn't helpful at all. Throwing back a little bit, because this is, I try not to do full hand motion a lot of time, because it's just a pain in the butt to draw, rather than rig, but there's a bit of hand motion here that responded to the X and the Y. I don't think I had a proper Z on this model, but this time, since I have all the joints separated and the hand is drawn a little nicer, because I am getting progressively better at drawing hands. One day that will also extend to feet, but that's not today. Because that's the one I was trying to follow a thing I saw on Twitter where someone was like, oh yeah, you do it like this, then you can essentially do hand motion even if the whole thing's just one mesh, and I couldn't get it to work. So unless I did they did it with the temporary path deformer, which basically only worked at the mesh level with the way they did it, and I didn't want to do it at the mesh level. So this is still going to be done at the deformer level, but we'll have a bit of finger curling, wrist motion, hand motion to try and kind of follow it. I think actually the most recent person I saw with basically hand finger motions that responded to movement was probably, was it Iron Mouse or was it Nanas? Also, when I was taking a look at some of the Fi Shoujo videos, oh, this is a great time to talk about it since like a whole bunch of them just left, but I think it was like one of the highlight videos, like caught a glimpse of it. I was like, oh yeah, that's a way to do hand motion. I can't remember if I'd seen that before I decided to draw the hand up here rather than drawing the hand down by the side, out of the way like everyone else. Because so one of them had their hand up around their collarbone-ish, like above the breast area as well. And you can kind of, basically the idea is that it's going to be visible, so it will be a little bit jarring if the hand doesn't move. So we're going to try and incorporate a little bit of hand movement. I don't know if it's going to be to the X. I think it's going to be the Z and the Y is where I'm going to try and put most of it. That's going to include both the arm, basically from shoulder all the way down to fingertips. We'll see if I can get some movement in there that doesn't look completely ridiculous. See how it goes. There'll be position-based physics, which is the ones that swing out and then swing back in. I'm probably gonna have to set it up similar to the lean motion here, where the pendulum itself doesn't swing over, it just swings out and then like goes back in, and we'll just see if that can work. But that's the general idea anyway. Probably won't be messing with the hands for a while. Outside the general motion, at least. Response motion I like to do right at the end after everything is definitely working. So that will be further down the line. Alright, but anyways, thank you very much for watching today's stream. There'll be more body motion unless I decide to draw something, because I haven't drawn in a while and I would like to draw something at some point this week. And also, hopefully I am caffeined up tomorrow, because I'm going to proceed to destroy my sleep schedule, because I am a fan of esports, and League's first international tournament of the year is starting at midnight my time, so my sleep schedule is going to become very bad, because the rebroadcast is at 6 a.m. It's basically ridiculous either way for me. So that's going to be a little awkward. Either way, I'm just going to caffeine myself up, and hopefully I will still be awake. Honestly, if I'm not awake enough to do rigs, because they require a little bit more brain power, I'll just draw. I can do that with like less brain power, generally speaking, as long as I have a general idea what I want to do. As long as I have a general idea what to do, it'll be fine. So anyways, for those watching who enjoyed what they saw today and not subscribed, remember to subscribe, leave a like, cause it helps me out, and I shall see you all next time.